So how is it that the land of Israel was not, the name was not changed, and Edomites over there right now? That's true. So the land that's been changed numerous times by Esau, or even over here, which that shows you that Esau runs this land. This is his promised land, not ours. I want to know where you got that from.
You know what that's called? That's a GMD. I call it GMD now. A genetically modified doctrine. That's what that is. It's a genetically modified doctrine. That's all half these so-called Israelites are. You know, all of Christianity. Christianity is a GMD itself. You know? And I named the video that on one of the 4 videos I put up.
Yeah, I see
that day. You know? A goddamn, it's a GMD, man.
You know what?
You know, it just doesn't make any sense. It's literally modified. It's genetically modified. You know, it's like, and Israel, these so-called Israelites that say the promised land is here, that's definitely genetically modified. That's a genetically modified thought.
It is, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
You get Isaiah 42 and 22. These people just make up anything as they go along. Actually, what's that? Isaiah 28, I think. Yeah, these people just make up anything as they go along. And actually, get Isaiah 28. Hold that too. Isaiah 28. Where's the? I think it's but yeah, these people want to make up every sort of thing that just to justify this place's wickedness. First of all, second of all, if this is the promised land, why is that homosexuals allowed here? Homosexuals ain't allowed in the promised land. That's not a thing. The Lord don't deal with that type of corruption or madness.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 28:8. It says, "For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean."
Exactly. Why is there no place clean? Because Esau is running to every goddamn country, polluting everything. Why does it say? Why did the previous scripture say that the Lord gave this the world to the land to the what was the name?
Basically gave the land to the wicked.
Right. He gave it to Esau to what? To pollute. Well, that's why animals keep going extinct. That's how lands get named after Esau, because he goes around messing up everything. Let him go over to Arabia. If he was to take over that country, he would have named it something else. Yeah, you go ahead. Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verses 9. And it reads, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So
right.
All right. Sure. So like the AHMATH said, if this was the kingdom, then, you know, Esau wouldn't be, you know, root. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau, you're the end of the world, and we're at the end. You know, even your own self call it, because they got a doomsday clock.
Yeah.
So
they telling us something.
they tell it like it is.
If this was the promised land don't have no doomsday clock.
Right. The doomsday means to kill.
Yeah.
That's the ending of things.
Yeah.
Why
It's
America
the
got a
ending of
crazy death.
So, right. So even with it, the fact that this place is nothing but destruction in itself. Hell, people killing each other on the highest skill level as it is. Tell me, if this is the promised land, why are we killing each other?
Yeah.
If this place was so promising, shouldn't we be at peace?
Why we living in rock?
Exactly.
Talk about these tall ass buildings.
You got them.
Actually, yeah, that's
live chemtrails, spraying chemtrails.
Got the camera around.
I didn't.
you got it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
That's what I was.
Oh, that's what she was pointing at. I thought she meant the chemtrails.
But we
Yeah,
can go
that's
into that, because when you have concrete on the ground, when it gets hot, the heat settles. It stays down. That's why it gets really hot. Or when it gets really cold, it's because of the concrete. You get sick because of them chemtrails. Why? Because they'll spray the day before it rains.
But you know
Or
Christians,
a couple days before it rains.
but you know Christians, they'll sit up in the churches and hear a few good words, man. But then they don't want to hear the truth. You know, they don't want to hear. That's why they scared to go in them books about prophecy.
Yep.
You know?
Why you being sneaky, man?
Yeah.
Like a snake. Well, we recording ourselves.
Yeah, I'm recording. It's not that,
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, take a picture. It's all right. It's all right.
Let's
It's
get
okay,
back.
man. Take a
Let's
picture,
get back.
man.
It's not important.
Get back.
It's not important.
We just let them take pictures. That's all right. We don't get mad at that
Taking
no more.
pictures of them chemtrails that your people are spraying in the air, man. Go ahead.
Yep.
That's all right. They can take that picture.
Share
It's all
that.
right. It's
Go
all
ahead,
right.
brother.
It's all right. They can take their pictures.
Well, 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter said we should be made a spectacle.
Yeah, they do it. They do it anyway. I can't tell you how many people stood on the corners and
I'm about to say,
half and flashed and ran off.
Hey, we're famous.
That's what it does.
I'm about to say,
man.
really, it could be helping the elect because the elect may not see it, and guess what? It goes on the internet. It could be helpful. So the way I see it, keep going. Because a lot of you people want to die anyways. This is Esau's technology, so go ahead.
The second he rolled down his window, I knew he was going to either say something or take a picture. That's why I tried to tell him, man, go ahead and take a picture. You ain't got to do all that. Just go ahead and take a
But
picture.
that's why we don't. The scripture says, "Give not your pearls to swine."
Yeah.
So you know, we ain't got to give out this truth to them.
Right. Exactly.
They ain't got to fuck them. Let them do what they do.
Exactly.
You know? Excuse the language. Let them do what they do.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
that's all.
You go with the scripture though. Actually, you got more.
Yeah, remember this is the Lord's show.
Right.
And the Lord's show got to continue without distraction. You know?
And that was only a distraction, you know? That's why he kept rambling on. I tried to end it by telling him, just go ahead and take a picture. That's fine, you know?
But you know how you end it? Just let them talk. Let them talk.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Right.
Let that devil talk, man.
Yeah, that's all. We're
All
going
right,
to
go
do
ahead.
it anyway. Why even try to prevent it? Ain't no point in going back and forth over something like that,
Exactly.
you know? Was he getting the scripture?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, that was
What you, Isaiah 42 and 22. Okay, yeah, this is Isaiah 42 and 22. It says, but this is a people robbed and but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Who are the people that was robbed and spoiled?
I don't know why that scripture's funny.
I want to know because if any nation went into slavery, they kept their identity. We go into to captivity. We lost our identity. We really lost our identity. We don't know who we are. We think we over here calling each other African. They don't even know the original what Africa was really called by, or what it was named before was called by that. They just over here like, oh, we're African. That's it.
Or with niggas.
And the whole time, Africans will tell you, we don't like you. They'll tell you to go back to where you came from. You didn't come here. You wasn't here with us. And they know it because we fled over there. They can tell who's them and who's not because they've had their traditions. We don't have our traditions. We don't have our heritage. That's gone. Why? Because Esau taking it. He's not only taking it, he's using it for himself. And he's not even doing it right. Because he's using it for corruption.
I got it.
Yeah, but keep on.
It says they are all they are all of them snared in holes, and they hid in prison houses. And they are hid in prison houses.
Actually, that's backtrack. You said they're all snared in holes, right?
Yeah.
How? Technology. By not even just technology, it's doctrine. How people will follow Esau and hurt. They'll follow anything Esau does.
Yeah.
Esau sets up the laws, and we gotta obey him. But Esau doesn't, because why? It's his kingdom.
And one of the biggest snares that we see right now, that we battling right now, it's that damn Christianity, man.
Not only just Christianity, we battle our own women because they've been put over us.
A product of Christianity.
Product, literally.
Now, when you go into snared in the holes in prison houses, that's really talking about America in itself.
Yeah, but I was getting to that.
Is a prison.
Right.
And then the other houses around the globe, the Israelites snared in these different doctrines and beliefs.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So like,
No, you got it. Yeah, because I was going directly into that, because that's exactly what it is. We've been fed so much bullshit all over the world. And yeah, we being held captive here. Because guess what? In order to go to a different state or even out of country, guess what? You have to pay to get there. Because you can say you can drive to another state, but guess what? You still have to go to a toll booth. You go to get to another country, what? You gotta get an airline pass. So you're never free. Because the moment you do something wrong over to another country, they'll ship your ass right back over here.
They will.
Tell me that ain't slavery.
That is slavery.
Because guess what? These other countries want nothing to do with ours. Well, not want nothing to do with Babylon. But they'll take their money. Because that's all it is, business. Let's be on that.
That's
All right.
That's it.
All right. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go back to that. And that, okay. Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
All right. Is it being called a nigger byword?
Yeah.
Being called African, is that not a byword? Because that wasn't even our identity. How Africans over Africa don't even call themselves Africans.
Hey, being called anything out of Israel or Yasharala is a byword.
Exactly.
That's what the Lord names.
Yeah. Because you want to say you're African. Africans over Africa don't call themselves Africans. They call them by their tribe names.
all the time.
So, being called these bywords, the Lord's showing us that we're going to be called these bywords. Why? Because we don't know our nationality. That we're quick to call ourselves blacks or niggas. And we're using the same terms Esau are used for us.
And you know, the preachers, and I forget his name, but there's a certain preacher who wear a garment, you know, the fringes and all that. But he said we should stick to the word. We should stick to the name Negro. You know what I'm talking about, right? He said we should, yeah, I can't remember his name. I never remember these people's name, man, because they come up with the craziest stuff, and I can't not remember their name. But he was saying, yeah, we should. Mind you, like I said, he got a garment on. He's like a Christian Israelite, somewhat. And he's about, yeah, we should stick to that word Negro. You know, why would you do that?
Right. If you could get me Psalm 72, because that messes madness. You got Psalm 72?
I'm in Psalm now.
Hey, Psalm 72?
I got it.
No, 10 to 2. And 2 Peter 2 and 3.
You said 10 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
It ain't only Esau just persecuting us, it's our people. Our people was quick to put us down. Esau does it through his own sheer cunningness behind the table. Our people will put it out front of your face. They'll be quick to tell you they're going to shoot you. But they'll talk shit right in front of you. It doesn't matter. Our people are the main ones that are down pressing us right now. Yeah. Even Esau.
What was this?
2 Peter 2 and 3. Our people and Esau go hand in hand with each other. Why do you think Esau set up the churches that was going back into slavery?
Especially our women.
Exactly.
Our women cleave right on to Esau.
Right.
Our enemies.
600.
And they showed in the movie, even with that Turner, that churches was going back in doing when we was in slavery.
Yeah.
Gather us up together and have someone read to us. Read the sweet things. Read that we should forgive and love. That's no different from what's going on now. Our people, these pastors, 90% of them are our people, telling us that we should love and forgive everything that happens, even when Esau is shooting down the churches or the schools. It's the same thing. When back then, when the master would kill a nigga, they would tell us to forgive him. It's the same thing. Nothing's changed. Same game every time. All right, you go ahead with that.
Come. This is 2 Peter 2 and 3. It says, and through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you.
Yeah, that's what they done. It's exactly what they done. They have coveted us so badly to the point we made merchandise. The same people that'll be in the entertainment industry would claim they're Christians. You You hear it said. I've seen documentaries with them saying that they're Christians. They made us into merchandise. They made us into